Howdy all, lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at the delicious solo Randy Rhoads does in Revelation Mother Earth by Ozzy Osbourne. Let's take a look. Alright guys, let's take a look at the first section. This is very hammer-on-y and trilly. It's pretty fun to play. I want to start from 6th fret of the 5th string. I'm going to play 6, 7, 6, 7 all in one pick. And the whole thing's going to kind of be this double hammer-on pull-offy idea. So that rhythm and idea is going to be very similar. I'm going to drag that over to 9th fret of the 5th and do a hammer-on to 10 and then pull off to the 9 and then the 10. So it's just 9, 10 twice. I want to drop that down to the 4th string and play 9, 10 twice. Then I jump to the 3rd string and I want to play 8, 9 twice. So we should have 4 sort of mini trills now. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to jump to 11, 12 on the 3rd string and do that twice. Then I go 12, 13 on the 2nd string twice. And then 11, 12 on the 1st string twice. So we've got basically 7 trills or hammer-on pull-off ideas that are exactly the same with the same rhythm. We'll change it a little bit after that, but let's put together what we've got thus far. Okay, the next bit, I want to play a quick single note on 12 of the 1st string, and then I hit 12 again and do just a hammer-on into a pull-off, which is going to go 12, 14, back to 12. So it'll go... Okay, then after that I want to play just a single 14 on the 1st string, and then after that we're going to go back to some pretty predictable trills. So we've got, after this, I'm going to play 14, 15 twice with the hammer-on pull-off idea. Okay, then 15, 17 twice, then 17, 19 twice, and then 19, 20 twice. So I'll just do those last 4 again. And as you notice, I'm sort of re-establishing each hammer-on, each repertoire with a new pick, just to give it a bit of attack. There's a little bit after that. Let's put together what we've got, and then we'll do the last little chunk. Then we get a little bit baroque-y, a little bit slow Malmsteeny. This vibe, I really like this lick though. I want to play 17, 19 on the 1st string, and then I'm going to play 15, 19, then 14, 19. So we're going to sort of pedal that high 19 note and keep coming back to it. Then I play 17 of the 2nd string, and then slide off into oblivion. So I'll go from the trills and that last phrase, and then we'll try the whole thing relatively slowly. Let's try and take it from the start, from the initial hammer-ons, end on that little baroque riff, and then we'll take it even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, let's have a look at the second section. I'm going to start off with a pretty simple E minor arpeggio, starting from 9 of the 3rd string. I'm going to play 9, 8 of the 2nd, and then 7 of the 1st. Okay, and then I'm going to play 8th fret of the 1st string, and then do a hammer-on into a pull-off, going 7, 8, 7. Let's try that one more time. After that, I'm going to jump to 10 of the 2nd string, and then I want to play 7, 10 on the 1st string. So it'll go one more time at a gentleman's pace. Okay, the next part of that, I want to play 8, 7 on the 1st string twice, but the second time I hit it, I'm going to do a pull-off. I'm going to go 8, 7, 8, 7 is a pull-off, and then jump to 10 of the 2nd string. Okay, then I jump back down to 7 of the 1st string, and then play 10 of the 2nd again. So from this little chunk, hopefully that's all making sense. I want to do a pull-off now from 8 to 7 on the 2nd string, and then I want to just play 9, 8 on the 3rd string. As you can hear by that note, we're getting a little bit harmonic minory. So that second half was a bit of gentlemanly vibrato, wouldn't go as straight either. So let's try the whole section thus far, and then we'll add the next chunk to it. Okay, so after I've played that 8, I want to hit the 8 again and slide to 14. So we're going to go, when I get to 14, I'm going to hit it again. So we'll go, then from the 14, I'm going to slide from 14 to 20 of the 3rd string. So let's go from the 8th fret vibrato. Hopefully that's making sense. And then after that, I'm going to play 22, 20, 19 on the 1st. And then I do a quick gallop that leads us into the run for section 3. So we'll leave that for now, but I want to play 22, 20, 19, and then after that 19, a little gallop of 3 notes. I call this the apple pie rhythm. Apple pie, forward, back, forward. Alright, that's the whole section. Let's do it at a gentlemanly pace, and then even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, let's have a look at the 3rd section. Keep in mind that we've just come from that little gallop from the end of section 2. I'm going to work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I want to start from 22 of the 1st string. I'm going to pluck that and then pull off to 2019. Then I play 22 of the 2nd string back to 19 of the 1st. Now once we get that idea down, we're actually going to borrow that kind of quick pull-off sound and very similar timing and phrasing for the next couple of chunks, especially this one. So when I go to the 2nd string, I'm going to play 22 again, but I'm going to pull off 20 to 19, exactly the same as we had on the 1st. Then I'm going to jump to 21 of the 3rd, back down to my pointer on 19 of the 2nd string. So back to back, we're going to have this. Okay? After that, I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to do a hammer-on into a pull-off, going 16, 17, 16 on the 3rd. And I play 19 of the 4th, back down to 16 of the 3rd. That's going to sound like this. At the end of that, I'm going to play 19, 17, 16 on the 4th as a pull-off, and then slide to 14. Sort of go. So, let's have a look at the whole section thus far, and then we'll add the second half to it. Okay, hopefully that's all making sense. After that, I want to play 14 of the 4th and 17 of the 5th twice. And after that, I work into this phrase. So I've done the 14, 17 twice, and then I'm rolling 14, 15, 17 from the 5th string. I'm plucking the 14 and then just rolling forwards. Then playing 14 of the 4th, back to 17 of the 5th. So all together. Okay, then after that I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going 14, 15, 14 is a hammer-on into a pull-off. Then I play 17 of the 6th string, back down to the 14 of the 5th. And And then I want to go 17, 15, 14, but add a semitone bend on the 14. And that was on the 6th string. So that last little chunk. Let's go from the start of the second half of this section nice and slow. Okay, we're really, really close to finishing this. The last part goes... Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm playing 17 of the 6th, 14 of the 5th again. And then I want to play 17, 15, 14 with the semitone bend. Just up and back, and you can add a little bit of vibrato at the end of that. And then I just play a 12 of the 1st string, and that's going to lead us into section 4. So we do need that last note to get us prepared. Let's try and do the whole section relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again one more time with some tabs. So here we go. One more time with some tabs. Okay, so we've just come from that leading note from the end of the 3rd section. And then we're working into the 4th, so I want to start from 15 of the 1st string. I'm going to pull off 15 to 13, 12. Very similar rhythm to what we had in the 3rd. And then I'm going to 15th fret of the 2nd string, and then back down to 12 of the 1st. Very similar rhythm. And I'm going to do a similar idea now. I'm going to play 15, 13, 12 on the 2nd string with the rolling pull off, then jump to 14 of the 3rd string, back down to my pointer finger on 12 of the 2nd. So all together. Okay, then from there, I'm going to do a pull off from 14 to 11 on the 3rd string, and then hammer 12, 14. So I go... So we should have 3 little chunks now. Okay, after that, I've got a quick triplet hammer on, playing 12, 13, 15 on the 2nd. And then I'm going to play 12 of the 1st string and pull off to an open note. So the most recent chunk's going to go... Let's try and do the whole section thus far, and then we'll keep going. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. After that, I'm going to play 12 of the 1st string and then 3 open notes. We're going to work that down. I'm going to do that idea with the fretted note and the 3 open notes from 12th fret, and then do the same thing from 10, then 8th fret, and then from 7th fret. Let's have a look at the whole section thus far, and then we'll work on the second half. Got there in the end. And then we want to do this little phrase now. Let's slow that down. What I'm doing here is a hammer on 5, 7, 5 on the 1st string. Then I play 8 of the 2nd string, and then back down to 5 of the 1st. So it'll go. Okay, after that, I've got a rolling sort of pull off thing, playing 8, 6, 5 on the 2nd. Then I want to play 7 of the 3rd, back down to 5 of the 2nd. So you should sort of have 2 little groups here. Blah, blah, blah. All right, here we go. A little tongue-tied today. Okay, then at the end of that, I want to do a pull-off from 7 to 4, and then hammer 5, 4. So we're going to have 4 notes here. This one goes 7, 4, 5, 4. All in one pick. And then I want to play 7, 4, 5, 7 on the 4th string. So I go. At the end of that, I've just got 4 long crotchet or quarter notes. I'm going. So I'm going to play 4 of the 3rd string, and then 7, 5, 4 on the 4th. So from that last little chunk, and that'll get us ready to do section 5. So we'll go from the second half of this, and then we'll go right back to the start and put it together relatively slowly, and once again with some tabs. Alright, from the start. One more time, some tabs. fifth section. This is just sort of a mini riff in the middle of the solo. It's pretty good times. I want to start off by playing 7 of the 5th, and a little bit of vibrato, and then slide off into oblivion. Then at the end of that, I want to do a hammer-on from 5 to 7, and then I'm going to play 4/5, 4/5 on the 4th string as hammers into pull-off. So there's only one pick on that string. So we're going to go, and then I do another slide from 7 of the 5th. After that, I'm not going to do another hammer-on. I'm just going to go straight to the 3rd string, and then I'm going to do 2 hammers here, 4/5, 4/5 on the 3rd string. So this is what we should have so far. And then I want to repeat the first group again. So I'm going to play, and then do the hammer-on, and then the double hammer-on from 4/5, 4/5 on the 4th string. So this is what we should have one more time, nice and slow from the start. Okay, then at the end of that, I've just got a very cool harmonic minor arm. This is a cheeky little lick there. So I'm going to play 6/7 on the 5th, and then I'm going to play 4/5/4 on the 4th, and then resolve that on 7 on the 5th. That's the whole section. So let's try that from the start at a gentlemanly pace, and we'll do it again even slower with some taps. One more time with some taps. Okay, let's take a look at the last section. I want to start from 7 of the 5th string with my pinky. I'm going to hit it twice, and then play 4/5 on the 4th string. At the end of that, I'm going to play 2 4s on the 4th string, and then play 5/7. Okay, all together. And then from there, I'm going to play 5 of the 4th string by itself, and then slide from 5 to 9, and then hit 9 again, and then do a hammer-on. So I'm going to go. Let's try and do those 3 chunks together from the start. At the end of that, I want to play 9 of the 4th string twice, but on the second time I hit it, I'm going to slide to 13, and that's the whole first chunk. Okay, the second group is going to be very, very similar for the first 3 chunks. It's just that I'm only going to play the 7th fret of the 5th string once, and that's going to ring all the way through until I hit the 4/5. The 4th fret idea is going to be the same, and this part from the 5 is going to be the same as well. Slide, hammer, exactly the same. But at the end of this group, I'm going to do a little arpeggio around a B major chord. I'm going to start from 9 of the 4th, then play 8 of the 3rd string rather, and then instead of actually physically playing the 7th fret of the 2nd string, I'm going to hit a natural harmonic and give it some cheeky whammy action. Now, if you've got a Floyd Rose that goes that way higher, be my guest. I don't. I can get a little bit higher on this, but it does make the guitar a little bit sad, so I'm going to try and avoid that. Let's have a look at all of this second section, and then we'll look at the third, and then put them all together. So we've got 2 mini sections in this final section of the solo. Let's have a look at the last chunk now. I want to start from 7 of the 5th again. This is all going to be the same. Then from the 4. Then from the 5. Right up to the hammer-on. Then at this point, I'm just working chromatically up the 4th string. I'm going to play 9, 10, 11, 12 relatively slowly. I do believe they're dotted quarter or crotchet notes. And then for the last 2 notes that I play in 13 and 14, they're on the beat. So I'm just going 13, 14, and then after that, I just play an open E on the 6th string and then do a whammy dive there. So I'll go. That's pretty much all of section 6. So let's try and join those 3 mini chunks together, and then we'll do it one more time with some tabs. All the time with some tabs. And that was the delightful solo from Revelation Mother Earth by Ozzy Osbourne, played by Randy Rhoads. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all very soon.